Good morning. Hello. 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 I'm really tired today, so apologies in advance for being tired. But good morning. How is everyone doing? Hello. Mucha shaka paka. Mucha shaka paka. Hi pup. She's here. She is here. We're going straight to the screen today. You don't need to see my face. There's too much happening here. We don't need a close-up today. We're all tired. You just joined the club. Exactly. Hi, pup. I have that like hollow behind the eyes feeling, you know? The hollow behind the eyes feeling. Really? What? How about that Andor? I watched all 3 episodes last night. I'm gonna rewatch them all before next week. I won't say anything because spoilers, because there's a lot of people probably didn't have the chance to watch all 3 episodes, so. Ooh, boy! Oh, Andor! Yeah. That's all I'll say, because I don't want to spoil anything. But holy moly! We're so back. Hi, pup. Okay, do we want to try lap time? I'm still in my jammies. Bear with me here. Just one of those days. One of those days. Come on, baby. Yep. Romanity every 221637. Hey, so slowly catching up on the KOTOR playthroughs. You're making me feel things about Beoder. I think that's all Beoder. That's all Beoder. So as far as I can tell, I successfully installed the mod that lets me get the gender locked. What's the point? The gender locked companion. So as far as I can tell, I will have both gender locked companions. So that's exciting. Also, holy shit, my teeth hurt so bad. I was clenching my teeth something fierce last night. Jesus Christ. My teeth hurt. No Beodur romance mod. No, sadly. Do you have the readme for the mod on hand? I do. All I know is I get an item that lets me change out the character, right? Is that what you're gonna tell me about? It should be fine. Yeah. I modded the game. I had to finish Andor and then I modded the game. I had to lock in for Andor. Did you get the only helmets no faces mod? Yes. I actually didn't do the no helmets mod because that's on Steam Workshop and I was like, I don't know how this mod will act now if I install more Steam Workshop mods. So I was nervous and I didn't even try. So we're just gonna deal with ugly helmets / not wearing them because what's the point? How is the feeling of watching new Andor? So good. We're so back. We're so back. Um uh Plus the helmets are hilariously bad, yes. If I even equip them. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, you guys. Sorry. I'm not taking my meds today. I'm just not. So we're gonna be tired and ADHD. And you just have to deal with it. And there's nothing, we're just doing this today. Off the meds, we're raw dogging it today. Okay? Yuppers. Anyways, normally I would do like a longer just chatting segment, but I don't feel like focusing on myself at all today. Not that I ever really feel like doing that, but especially today when I feel so crapola. um just today or long term? Just today. I take breaks from my meds on a semi-weekly basis. Because with ADHD meds you can get used to them. So it's good to cycle That's what I've worked out with my psychiatrist. So now you guys are in the know. I guess I'm asking for permission. Is that okay? Okay, let's see here. Why is this not? Why is this? Why is this? Why is this? Okay. Did you just not sleep well? Yeah, I was just clenching my teeth really bad last night. So I woke up feeling like I got hit with a truck, you know? Maybe I did get hit with a truck in my nightmares. Perhaps. I'm gonna launch this game. Is KOTOR 1 going to YouTube soon? Yes. Yeah, I need to just set dates for that. Maybe I'll upload KOTOR before the Lost Records VODs. I don't know. Me no. Okay. All right. Hey, sorry. I swear I'll wake up. I promise. Promise I'll wake up. Okay. Really good idea to do KOTOR first. It's KOTOR 2 VODs. Keep having partially muted sections. Oh, that's annoying. Why is that, do you think? Why is that? Hello, time for more fun. Yes, I'm excited. Okay, so basically, I have thoughts. I gotta find them. Find the thoughts, Bree. Come on. Find the thoughts. Okay, so basically basically, let's talk about the Force. So the Force is like an ocean that has waves. It seems like an ocean with waves of far-reaching consequence that echo to far reaches of the universe depending on the emotions tied to them. Okay? I think Darth Eczema is not Darth at all. Maybe. I don't know. But I think he was Krea's previous victim. I think... So... Okay. So... Okay, so... I think what Kreia has figured out how to do is probably something that Revan also probably did to win Malachor in the Mandalorian War, in the final place for it. I think there is a technique a forbidden technique, which is basically you utilizing someone else's life force or their force, them getting all the pain and the negative side effects of the dark side of the Force, and you getting all the positives. And it's like, it almost, I mean, like, interestingly enough, it almost feels like that could have been the original purpose of Masters and Padawans, but quickly realized that that's really fucked up and not okay. Because it looks like Darth Eczema took on all the pain and all the bad sides of the dark side of the Force, while Kreia potentially did not have any of that. She, like, I don't think she's a Sith and I don't think she's a Jedi, but she is like in tune with the Force in a way that we haven't really seen, at least in my limited Star Wars experience. She can tap into people's brains really easily, their minds. She can sense things really easily, which is creepy. Yeah. What else? I think Revan probably did something similar in the war. Yeah. And I think she's doing it to us now. I think she's trying to do it to us now. But I also think there's something else that is weird that is happening where I think we might be unknowingly doing it to our companions as well. I'm not sure. Like, so basically, my thoughts are a little scattered. Kreia, hot dog, thanks for 6 months. Poodoo, poodoo. Kreia wants us to not have any other connections with other people. She wants us to, she's trying to kind of like isolate us, it feels like, because she wants us all for herself. Right? because she is preying on us. The very Sith that she talks about at the start of the game, where she's like, this is a new kind of Sith that feed on the Force and hunt the Jedi like prey. She's that, but I don't think she's a Sith. I think she siphons Force from her prey and like utilizes it. And like because of that, she's able to tap into either the light or the dark side of the Force very easily and doesn't see any negative side effects. Only the like host will see side effects. She's like a parasite basically, I think. Okay. Light Rose, happy 5 months. There's more where that came from. Thanks for 7. Okay, so then also with the influence system, I think we might be unknowingly doing it to our companions. We clearly have a connection with our companions in a game mechanic way, but I also wonder if it's going to be like even further than that, where it's like we have some sort of Force connection to them as well, and we don't realize we're doing it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, basically, Kreia is the smartest Force user in the history of the galaxy, but also the most evil probably, because she is just like does not care about people she's using and what she does. But she's like clearly it's working, and that's, you could say that's like very intelligent and pragmatic, but it's very fucked up. Yeah. Nada, happy 71 months at tier 2. She's a girl boss. What else? I'm trying to think. Yeah. I have thoughts about Kreia still. But basically, I think we are her newest host, and she's our parasite. That being said, there is something special about us specifically, it seems like, too. What did you think about? Also, another thing is, someone, I can't remember who said it. One of the characters said our Force connection was severed like brutally and violently. Which makes me think, I don't know. I feel like Revan and all the Jedi that followed him and Malak to fight the Mandalorians on Malachor maybe did something, like stole our connection to the Force to utilize. I don't know. I still don't think it was the Jedi Council. Atris didn't even acknowledge that the Jedi Council severed our Force connection. The only one who has proposed that is Kreia. Which, if I was Kreia and I wanted to keep secret that I have this ability to siphon Force from someone right in front of me, I would probably mislead that person and tell them, oh, it was the Jedi Council who did it. It was the Jedi Council who did it. So I think, yeah, I don't think the Jedi Council severed our connection to the Force. I think maybe Revan did. Someone who is doing something similar to what Kreia is probably now doing to us. The interesting thing, though, is, so if we had been previously severed like that from the Force, why would Kreia choose us now? The connection is wounded, but clearly not broken enough, because she sees something within us, some sort of Force potential that she wants to build up and then drain, methinkies. Anyways. Could Revan have done this? Did Revan do this? Gloop or wonky, basically, is what I'm getting at here. Gloop or wonky. But like I said, anyways, I think I successfully installed the mod that allows me to get both gender-locked companions, so that's exciting. And gloop or wonky. So now I can go talk to the handmaiden now that I got my bubs back. Oh yeah, there's the whole thing about Atten lying about his name. Oh yeah, sorry, another thing, I went back and watched that scene again. Kreia was basically like to Atten, he was like, don't tell her, she can't know. And Kreia was like, if Atris finds out what you did, she will kill you, or she'll have you killed. And if our character finds out what he did, if I'm a Jedi, she'll never forgive him. But if she's not a Jedi, she won't care. So I think Atten killed a Jedi. at some point in the past, because what else would make Atris want to kill him? I don't know. Something like that. Well, he's being called a murderer by Kreia too. What's the funniest sounding alien in Star Wars? Oh, definitely the when they die in KOTOR 1, but they haven't happened in this one. Oh yeah, the ball gargling aliens in Telos. They're like How do you know they sound though? What do you mean? Wait, what? Oh my god. You're talking about sounding. No. Wait, no.
Why have you approached me?
Bye. Okay, where's the hoodless? Where's the one without foreskin? You guys wanted me to talk to her. My god, this place has a lot of doors. Life has many doors, Ed boy. I can just steal, right? This is fine. I'm not over Andor episode 3. Me neither. But we can't talk about it because spoilers. But yeah. Is that a Rolf reference? Yeah, from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Yes, it is. Could you not tell by my flawless impression? Shut up, Benji. Yeah, Benji fell asleep. Benji fell asleep, and when the episode finished, I was like, "Now that's a fucking episode of Andor," and all I hear is, I was like, "Oh, fuck." I literally though was like, "Now that was a fucking episode of Andor," and he's just dead silent. I didn't realize he had fallen asleep. This is so funny. But for real, episode 3, that was a fucking episode of Andor. God fucking damn. Benji, we're gonna have to rewatch it. It was so good. I want to rewatch all 3 before next week. They did say and/or, believe it or not. Now that's what I call Star Wars. I think she's in this room. She was in this room before I went and got my companions. I'll look around. Do British people have an accent when they snore? Oh, yes. You fought her naked? I don't think that was her. That was someone else, I thought. I sound like a speared hog when I snore. Why does that sound sexual? Why does speared hog just sound like innuendo for sounding?
Why have you approached?
Hey, do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining. I mean, it's interesting.
They are charming.
I'm supposed to romance
It is
this
not
guy.
unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
That's my romance option? Bro, look at my romance option. I'm fucked.
You may ask.
I had some questions about Atris.
The mistress? What of her?
Where is she? I want to speak to her. When she first met me, that's my romance
She's
option.
meditating,
Shut up.
and she does not wish to be disturbed. Your presence here has troubled her, and I hope you do not choose.
Okay. Bye. What the fuck? The baby!
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the
And
ship
you gotta
and
chill.
the droid.
What do you got about?
Says you.
Why do you hate droids so much? T3, are you all right? Your behavior core, they didn't memory wipe you, did they? So you've been sitting here relaxing while we've been running all over Telos. What did they do to you? They didn't memory wipe you, did they? You can romance the guy who comments on every woman you pass. You cannot romance the guy who can only call you general because he respects you too much. Literally, why would they do this to me? I have issue with this. I just think Star Wars would be so much better if the droids rose up and took. It wasn't your fault they took the ship, T3. It's okay. Hold on, what information are you talking about? Wait, she downloaded what from you? Uh-oh. Why would she want your memory core? Uh-oh. Why would she want what's in your memory core? Delete. You fill me in later, let me get out of there first. We'll see you at the Ebonhawk. We love you, T3. Bye, baby. Why wouldn't the subtitles just be the words? Because we, the player, don't speak droid, okay? What the fuck? Okay. Our protagonist is translating for us. Duh. Next question. Where the fuck is this hoodless bitch? Ugh. Ah, the Jedi Council. But yeah, so also all of these handmaidens are cut off, or not cut off from the Force, but they're like blind to it. They can't sense it or something. That's what Kreia was saying. Hey, Atris, open up. Atris. This door is cold to the touch. Seems to be no conventional means of opening it.
A curious thing. What lies behind it?
When I first met Atris, she emerged from this chamber.
Did she? Perhaps it is a meditation chamber of some sort.
Yeah, that's... Okay, that's literally what it fucking says, Kreia. So she went to meditate immediately after meeting me. We also found out that Atris did want to follow us to the war. She did feel too scared to do it. Black materia. Turbo lift seal? Hold on. She went to meditate. She's finger blasting her asshole. Girl. I don't know where this bitch is.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
This must be her, but her hood is on for some reason. Isn't her hood usually off? She put her hood on. Okay, well that's confusing. Atris is the one you should be worried about. She was right. You're lucky I don't kill you all. Don't believe everything she says. What did Atris say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh? She's just teasing you. I'm more like a sister to her. Oh my god. I went to war to protect others, not to fight. I want to talk about it. Going to war was necessary. I want to say, oh, question mark.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
Okay, why was that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
What a boring sentiment. So why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War then? Doesn't explain why I stopped fighting after the Mandalorian Wars. Exactly. If that were the case, I would have fought in the Jedi Civil War. Well, let's ask. Why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War then?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Well, there you go. That's pretty much confirmation the Jedi Council did not take our Force. Anything else? That is untrue, but Atris is entitled to her opinion. The Force aside, I was tempted to attack the Jedi, but I didn't. I did not march with Revan because it was my choice. How's that? Well, because it says, Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force. But she was part of the Council. She was there the day the Council exiled us. So she would have known that it wasn't just that we had fallen so far we could no longer feel the Force. She would have said that the Jedi Council stripped us of the Force, like Kreia implied. Or not implied, Kreia blatantly said that, but that's a fucking lie. That didn't happen. I don't believe Kreia, just to be clear. But that's what Kreia told us, so... Anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times.
Why would Grandma lie? Because
all
she's
rise from the
feeding
same
on us.
foundation.
Expressed feelings? Can you censor non-expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
It doesn't matter. Whatever Kreia said, she's trying to mislead us, so it doesn't fucking matter. I'm not gonna get into the semantics of it, okay? Basically, it doesn't matter. She's trying to mislead us. I don't fucking trust that bitch. Okay? I think Revan took our severed our Force connection. I think Revan probably did that to a lot of Jedi to win Malachor V. Where did I write it? It's not misleading if she genuinely thinks that's what happened. I don't think she genuinely thinks that's what happened when she's actively Force siphoning us as we speak, in my opinion. And also, look what she did to Darth Agazima, bitch. Where did I write it down? Poodoo. All I wrote is, this is from Kreia. Jedi Council tried to permanently cut us off from the Force and exiled us. Why would she speak with such confidence? She also knows who Atris is. Okay, she knows who Atris is. She like, when she was talking to Atten, she was like, Atris, da 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 da. Okay. What do you think Atris's heart says? So Atris does not know her own heart. Saying Atris could be wrong about me. What do you think Atris's heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Okay, here's a secret third theory. A secret third theory. We severed our own connection with the Force violently and brutally because we were so ashamed of how we were used in the Mandalorian Wars. And that's why we chose to stop fighting. But for some reason, we can't remember doing that. I don't know. That would be very compelling, too. All we know is our connection was severed, like, violently and brutally, which sounds very much like the tactics learned against the Mandalorians by Revan and the Jedi that followed him. So, okay. I have no wish to fight Atris. If I fought Atris, then that might make the truth come out. So if I crush Atris's skull into the floor, that might get to the heart of the matter. If I fought Atris, that might make the truth come out.
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
Interesting. The heart versus the mind. What'd you think about Andor Season 2? I love it so much. Can't wait for more. Okay, hold on. I won't say anything because I don't want to spoil, obviously, for Andor. Okay. Enough of this. I had other questions. I'd like to ask you something.
You may ask.
You said Atris warned you about me. What did she say? You look different than the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different mother but the same father? I apologize, I meant no offense.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Let me ask you something else. Why does Atris allow me to walk freely? I could kill you all easily. Okay, I don't want to say that. Let me ask more about this.
You betrayed the Jedi.
So, I went to war to protect others, not to fight.
That is not all she says. She says you know.
Okay, she says kind of the same thing. I do not walk the path of the dark side.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian.
She just says basically the same shit. If that was the case, I would have fought in the Jedi Civil.
Atris says...
Okay, she just says the same shit.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
Interesting. I'd rather jab myself with a Botan stunner. What else did she accuse me of?
I believe...
Oh. I see an Atris could be wrong about me.
Without having seen battle, then her expressed feelings will have to...
Okay. Atris said...
Before you go, Exile, a question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
Oh, man. It's a difficult thing to describe. I only know what its loss feels like. Oh, wow. It's so interesting that they are not, like, Force sensitive here. Huh. Difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know?
Holy fuck, she's whimpering. Ooh, imagine awakening and hearing the heartbeat of the galaxy for the first time. Whoa. It is like a current that passes through you and carries you with it to all the places it touches. The warmth of the sun without the glare, you can feel its light and its heat, but there is no harshness to it. How beautiful. There's so many things, yet you know when you feel it without question. You'll know when you die, so unless you seek death, leave me be. Wow. I think, this is interesting. 3 is beautiful, but it feels almost like I'm only referring about the light side of the Force. I think pragmatically it's more like it's like a current. But 3 is beautiful. Man, it's hard. Imagine awakening and hearing the heartbeat of the galaxy for the first time. Let's see what she says.
It is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from
Kreia.
living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm, the passions of all living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life, the promise of new territories and new blood, the call of new mysteries in the dark.
I see. Thank you both.
Bitch, you
I appreciate
stole my
you
thunder.
sharing your knowledge with me.
That was very interesting. I mean, I described it myself like an ocean with waves, so not far off. It's my pleasure. If you have any further questions in the future, seek me out and ask them. Kreia, you kind of stole my fucking thunder. Okay, so it is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm, the passions of all living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is a rising swell at the end of life, the promise of new territories and new blood, the call of new mysteries in the dark. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! I gotta write some of this down. Eye of Storm. Turned into energy. A chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life, promise of new territories and new blood, call of new mysteries in the dark. So like temptation almost, mystery, intrigue. I want to say, you know, a game has Bree hooked when she's streaming on a Wednesday. I stream on Wednesdays. One of my favorite games. I love seeing someone loving it just like I did, and it's mind-blowing. A story to like, yeah, it's so good. I'm loving it. Call of new mysteries in the dark. All right. Okay.
You have returned.
Come with me. I'm assuming she comes with me when I start to leave. Because I have the mod installed. I know you guys won't let me leave her without her, so. Wait, there was a door over here. Hold on. Oh, it's locked. Never mind. The way I cruise in this robe is so funny. I didn't get my lightsaber back. No. Atris was like, lol, not a fucking chance, bitch. And then she went and took a nap. But she probably was touching herself. Because we're former lovers in my headcanon. We had all the tension of former lovers, okay? That's my headcanon too, I get it, yeah. It was giving vibes. What do you think Atris is doing with the lightsaber? Exactly. For our fourth theory. Exactly. Oh, God. Okay, you'll be leaving Telos Polar Academy for good. I mean, I couldn't get into Atris's room, so... Guess I'm going. You missed the secret hidden... The hidden unreachable compartment, or what was it? Cylinder? Oh. She's thinking about us.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Fuck yeah.
Left?
But why? Her
What?
oath. I sent her to travel with the exile.
It worked.
She may discover something I cannot.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens. She is willful, and she has demonstrated her fascination with Jedi. It may not have been why.
I know what I have done, but it was necessary.
She's the unreachable container. Handmaiden is an awesome companion. I know, I'm
Well,
excited.
now that we're off that Dajaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Damn. Damn. What's with T3? Girl, you speak droid. Tell us what he said. HK! We need to revive our boy. Slow down, I didn't catch the first part. Did what while you were connected? Slow down, I didn't catch the first part. Me fucking too. You downloaded Atris's archives? The link worked both ways? You the goat? Fuck yeah. Hi, Levo.
What is the machine saying?
I'm the only one who speaks droid, you dumb bitches. I love T3 so much. Yeah. He said there was a holo record of my trial. In Atris's records. Let's go. Let's get some fucking answers. I'm set. There's a holo record of my trial in Atris's records.
We seem to have found it.
Oh, I'm excited. I stole that bitch's phone. Yeah. There we are. Get all these old fucks.
Do you know why we have called you here?
Oh, we get to play it out. Let's go. I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me. You've called me here to answer for my crimes on Malachor V. Oof. Oh, man. I chose you not because you summoned me, bitch.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it
Jealous?
the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
Are you jealous? Are you jealous? I realized that following Revan to war was in violation of the Jedi Code, and I broke it, knowingly defying the wishes of the Council. If you seek to punish me, then get on with it. The truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died. You were not at Malachor, and you will never understand. The truth is that no Jedi should turn away from war. They should embrace it. I'd slaughter every Mandalorian if I could, except Malachor did it for me. Oh. Interesting. That's a weird way to frame that. Okay, yeah, the truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out. And so have shut yourself
Yawn.
to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor V will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Oh yeah, that's when I stuck it in the fucking stone. Damn. That's it. That's it.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
I'm already cut off from the
Revan's
Force.
influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order.
Maybe?
He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
Freya?
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor V should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No.
Oh man.
Not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
What the
No
fuck?
good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth.
Oh my
And she will
god.
never know why we cast her
I've got
out.
it now.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Kreia was Revan's teacher. They said her at some point. They were not talking about us. Revan used the draining technique on us. They're talking about They're talking about our character like she's a victim of something on Malachor. And they said we weren't strong enough to handle it. Following in Revan's path. Yeah. I think Kreia probably taught Revan this. Revan did it to us. And now Kreia sought us out. Because maybe Revan was able to accomplish specifically what he did on Malachor because of us specifically even? So Kreia sought us out after. Whew. Okay. Man. A vicious cycle of milking. I have to like look at all that dialogue again. That makes me wonder how long Kreia has been trying to find us. I wonder if Darth Eczema was also at Malachor. I wonder if Kreia has just been trying to find every former Jedi that was at Malachor. So... Because, like, if she's been hunting down former Jedi from Malachor as well, I mean, that's even more of a picture painted of this idea of these new Sith that have been hunting down Jedi and draining them of their force. It's just Kreia, mostly. We still don't know who the guy in the mask is with that woman. We've only seen one like scene of them, but they also had an interesting relationship where it sounded like he was going to drain her of her life force as well. Anyways, yeah, it's been 5 years since the wars. and it destroys you, it corrupts you. So it makes you a shell. It eats you out from the inside, like an echo, like you're already dead. So Revan was utilizing the dark side of the Force on Malachor and using people as conduits, in my opinion, from what I'm going off of now, with like how we are like an echo or a shell of our former self in the wound. And I think Kreia wants to reap the benefits of the light and the dark side of the Force by using this like Force chain or conduit or whatever you want to call it. She's using like a live host basically to experience all the bad sides. I don't know what more you want me to think of the Force though. I have no idea what you mean when you keep saying that. I'm clearly not landing on something you want me to land on. I'm trying my best. Over and over. Ponder the nature? What do you fucking mean? I've said so much already. What do you mean ponder the nature? I've pondered the nature extensively. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Yeah, nothing in emptiness. Yeah, I don't think, yeah. It's like we were empty of our life force. Which is why I'm saying, like, the Force is just energy. I mean, like, yeah, obviously. But I feel like I've been dancing around that. The Force is just energy, the way that Kreia described it. It's just energy, and Kreia just views it as a resource to be used up. So she views people as resources to use up. Please come to the conclusion it took a 4-hour video essay for me to notice. I mean, the Starforge used Force like it was energy, so why couldn't people? It's interesting that Revan and people like Kreia was potentially doing kind of what the Starforge was doing before they learned about the Starforge. Potentially. I mean, maybe Kreia knew about it. I don't know. Seems like no one knew about it, but who knows? Because the Starforge used it that way too, basically. Just used it like it was energy. Okay. This last few moments after my trial, I had no idea. So they knew what happened to me. They all do. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi. Oh, yeah. Bitch, Kreia's been hunting these people down. Probably. We'll see. List of all the missing Jedi. Sure, display it. Dantooine. Nar Shaddaa. There's supposed to be voice acting here, I'm pretty sure. Onderon. Wait, Dantooine. Hey, Korriban. Oh my god. Telos. Shit. Wait, Telos? I just sneezed. Ow, I just bit my lip. I knew all those Jedi Masters. Those Jedi were all on the council that exiled me. All those fools were the ones were there when I was sentenced. I knew all those Jedi Masters.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
It's a trap laid for you, Kreia, though. I think it's a trap laid for Kreia. To show all of the locations of the former Jedi who were left hollow after Malachor, carved out of their force, of their life force, of their soul. It's to lure you, potentially. The masters weren't there at Malachor. No, I know that, but they know the locations of the ones that were, no? I didn't say they were at Malachor. We have no choice. Those Jedi know what happened to me. Be that as it may, we need their help against the Sith. I say we go find somewhere and hide. Or the Jedi go right for the Sith. Did Bree just say all those masters were at Malachor? No? Are you guys trolling me? I have no choice. Those Jedi know what happened to me. Oh, hey.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
Okay. Do you think we need help?
I think the strength of the enemy is unknown, but it is greater than 5 can hope to defeat without aid.
When you put it like that, welcome aboard.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Okay, Lucille
Yeah,
Bluth.
me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
Hi.
The cargo hold is enough.
Forgot you.
I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
What does that mean? Look, forget that and take the regular quarters. We have enough room. Don't let them bother you. We've just been through a lot. I know you're here to spy for Atris, so watch yourself. Not only are these going to be your quarters, but they'll be where you'll stay for the duration of our journey. Consider yourself under guard. Hope whatever mod handles this well. Yeah, I didn't read a lot about the mod because I was worried about spoilers. Do I need to tell her to go to a certain location? Otherwise it's going to be fucked up. No? Okay. Don't let them bother you. We've just been through a lot.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
Handmaidens join your party. Okay, protects her against melee attacks and is excellent unarmed fighter. Slay.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
It's because I'm depressed I can't romance you. Thanks, meaning. Thanks for the bits. Atris and the Jedi Council took it from me. It was taken from me. When my lightsaber is returned to me, I will bear it.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
Why wouldn't I? I don't want anything of the Jedi. I'm not afraid of building a new lightsaber if that's what you think. Do you think I can't build one? And why wouldn't I? I don't understand this question.
I don't know, General. But whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
I'm already not complete. I've got a wound on my soul that makes me an echo of my former self. Brother. Very well, to begin, there are some parts I'll need. How would we start? With the Jedi Enclaves destroyed, I don't know where to get the parts.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Yay. Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
I just realized...
For the last time.
One sec, hold the thought.
Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
Don't talk to him like that!
Yeah? How many credits? Well, check it again. It can't be anything else. Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you.
These two.
Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head.
Bro, so did I. I'm broken in the head.
Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
Oh, tsundere. Cute.
Got a minute?
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
All right, I'll work while you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the General? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
What's going on?
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here, Atten.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
You're being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atten, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess, then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey! I'm being serious here.
Oh my god. Boy talk.
You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most
No,
droids behave erratically under those
don't do
circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on here? Maybe he's just worried about your skills. Utility droids tend to have a habit towards developing personality quirks. What's going on here? So true, spit your shit.
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Don't worry, Baird. Don't worry, Baird probably knows what he's doing. Worst comes to worst is that like we can't pick up another utility droid. Beodur probably knows what he's doing. Oh.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started.
Hello?
You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Permanent +2 bonus to con. Let's go. Good job. All right. Dang, I wanted to review what they said during the council thing. What were you gonna say before party banter happened? I was gonna talk about how, because we know that Jedi followed Revan to Malachor. I guess that means Beodur must be from the Republic. He's a Republic tech, probably. Because I was like, I kind of forgot that they were helping the Republic. Let's talk to Bayo.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Oh, now you want to talk about it? What is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
Mandalorians had to be stopped. Jedi served no one with inaction. It was a mistake. I should have respected Council's wishes. I was eager to join the great battle. The Jedi served no one with inaction.
The war went poorly before Revan and the Jedi lent aid to the Republic. Many of us believed the Jedi to be cowards who were afraid to face the Mandalorian threat. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
As good a reason as any for joining. So you want a revenge? Unlike many of the Jedi, I could not stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death.
Oh, damn.
Do you know how it felt?
Jedi are trying to resist such strong emotions. Yes, I felt it too. The rush of life as the Mandalorians were cut down. I detached myself from the frenzy of the battle. It was impersonal. Interesting. Jedi are trying to resist such strong emotions.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me.
Whoa.
Drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me. Turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
That's interesting. Okay. And let's turn into a weapon. Where did you pick up that remote anyways? I have a lightsaber present. What are you doing? Where'd you pick up that remote anyways?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs.
Bro, he likes the app.
I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Alrighty. Oh, let's work on HK. My boy, my beautiful boy. Okay. Initialize the control cluster. Install the droid's control cluster. Perfect. One step closer. Hi, T3. Stop moving the ship. Do you know where the HK droid and the cargo bay came from? Oh! Oh! Influence success! You were trying to rebuild HK? Why? To protect me, but that's an assassin droid, a deranged assassin droid. I'd rather have your help and that's it. I don't need protection, especially from you. All you're going to do is cause trouble. Any idea how its parts got scattered all over the galaxy? I had to ask. Do you know where I can find the parts? I'll check with droid merchants across the galaxy then. Any idea how its parts got scattered? Okay. Other questions for you? Da, 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 da. Oh, wait. That list was of where the Jedi Masters went? I thought that was a list of remaining Jedi. Okay, that makes more sense. It's saying those guys are all over the place. Got it. I thought that was a list of like remaining Jedi that we need to find. My bad. T3, what's wrong with the astrogation system? You locked it. Why did you do that? Protect who? Under whose orders? The Republic is already in trouble. I'm not sure what else you're protecting it from. From Kreia? I mean, it's both. I mean, yeah, sorry, it is. But I didn't think it was, I'm trying to find the masters specifically. Okay. T3 locked. Protect who? Under whose orders? An old friend? Revan? Why didn't they want anyone to know where the ship had been? Why didn't they want the charts to be found by the Republic? Oh. Why was where this friend had gone so dangerous? The astrogation system was crippled to prevent learning where the Ebon Hawk had been. Yeah, why was where this— oh, the Starforge. Yeah. But how did the Ebon Hawk come back from there if it was so dangerous, and why?
T3, you have been with us since Terrace. Without you, we would never have escaped that place. And for that, I thank you.
Oh my god!
I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses of the future. And the bond that he and I share does not allow him to hide everything from me. More of his memories have returned, and they trouble him. He has remembered something. Something on the edge of the galaxy, and he believes that he must go there to end it. But I am afraid for him. Afraid that he may not return. I need you to be the beacon, T3.
Holy shit!
If he is lost out there, on the edge of the galaxy,
He went back to Malachor, probably.
Whatever terrible thing he has seen.
Oh my god!
If he doesn't make it back, then I need you to return to the Republic. Find help. If you cannot find me, then seek out other Jedi. The Republic, I can't lose him, even if he believes he is protecting me.
Oh. Okay. Friend of yours. Is that the message you were trying to hide? Who was the person the hologram was talking about? Oh, so this help you came in search of. You came in search of me. Oh my goodness. Friend of yours? I don't understand why you were concealing that from me. I understand. I didn't think you kept messages like that. Don't hide anything like that from me again. I don't care what your program tells you. Who was the person that, who was the person the hologram was talking about? Another missing friend. Revan. What happened to your old friend? Why aren't you with him? Guess he could not take anyone with him, even the woman in the hologram. He didn't want any vulnerabilities. He left all he cared about behind. No! And he left you. I'm sorry, T3. And if he did not return, he needed to make sure no one followed. Oh, I'm sorry, T3. Wow. What the fuck? But you did help. You found us, T3. If we can stop the Sith, then there is hope after all. You were able to gather us, and together we could crush the Sith. No, let's not do that one. So this help you came in search of. You came in search of me. But why me? I was powerless, defenseless. So you found me in my weakened state and placed me in danger. You could have gotten me killed. Why me? I was powerless, defenseless. You needed someone strong enough to fight the danger that was coming. Someone who knew war and battle and could make hard choices that had to be made. You needed the last of the Jedi, the last hero of the Mandalorian Wars me. I like the first one. More pragmatic. I'm honored, T3. I'll do what I can to stop this threat. Oh my god! The second choice. Okay. That message doesn't tell me where that Ebon Hawk came from. Why don't you have that information? Deleted? By who? You deleted it. Why? Something's wrong here. There must be a reason for it. That's impossible. This is impossible. You deleted it and you don't know why, and all you can show me is this old hologram as explanation. There must have been a reason for it. Don't be sorry. Maybe you had a good reason or you were trying to protect someone. Okay. I understand. I didn't think you keep messages like that. Personal hologram, a friend of yours. Okay. Dang. Dang. Turns out T3 is actually a real piece of shit. What do you mean? I'm gonna try to upgrade your memory core again. I'm gonna try to operate on your behavior core again. Success! Finish. Are you alright? Play the message.
T3, you have been with us. I'm leaving this message inside you because I have seen glimpses more time. I can't lose him.
Okay. Beep boop boop beep boop. Upgrade. Well done. How do you feel? Yes. +1 intelligence. Uh-oh. Fail. Woohoo! It's interesting that T3 also always comments on us like blanking out when we are working on him. Interesting. I wonder if that's anything. She's locked in. Right, handmaiden.
Oh, welcome, exile. Is there something you need?
Oh, welcome, exile. Wow. Are you all right?
Yes, your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
That's interesting because Atten commented that as well. There's a calmness about us. Oh no. That's our force manipulation. I'm worried about that, like, actually. Oh no. I do think, because the influence system, I'm worried that we can, like, sway people without even realizing it. Maybe I'm just so light side it's emanating off of me. Maybe. But regardless, like if it was dark side, then they would sense it too. I'm worried. Just want to say your stream is a vibe. Hope you're enjoying this run of KOTOR 2. Love this game. I'll be back to watch more later. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dark side. Exile, you look terrible. Exactly. All right. What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters. Yet it comes to you with ease.
I do feel better. I feel more in touch with my surroundings and others. Interesting. I imagine this is how Kreia feels most of the time.
It shows in your features.
Oh!
It is beautiful to see.
Whoa. What's hello? What's happening? What are we? Whoa. Wow. Can I ask you some questions?
You may ask.
Did Atris ever mention me? We talked about this, but you know what, whatever.
She said you betrayed the Jedi.
Okay. Other questions. I wanted to ask you about Atris.
I do not wish to speak of her to you.
Ugh.
Her actions are her own.
Fine.
And to reveal to you if she sees fit.
Okay.
You may
why are you called the Handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the Handmaidens.
What does that mean? You're the last of them. The last of the Handmaidens.
I am the last of the Handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Okay. Your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to your training. You're distracted and lack discipline, then you deserve your rank. Skill is impressive.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Battle is not the truth of the Jedi teachings. I believe it was the farthest thing from it. Combat is not the Jedi way, and it is not my way. Is this what occupies your thoughts? To lose those combat techniques would be tragic indeed. When the methods to inflict violence on others is limited, it weakens us all. And you would preserve it. Interesting.
Atris has already preserved it. What I wonder is if the Jedi teachings should not simply be stored, but brought to others. There is much in their approach to battle that is worthy to be shared.
We need to go door to door with the Jedi teachings. Battle is not the truth that the Jedi teaches. I believe it's the farthest thing from it. Use those combat techniques would be tragic indeed. I mean, if we're talking about the Jedi teachings, I do feel like that's not the truth of it.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine.
Valid.
Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause? Devote yourself to this pussy! Devotion? I prefer obedience to a cause and a master. Oh my god. So you'd consider slaughter a means of expression. Combat is not the best way to communicate with others. Devotion to their cause. Let's challenge her on it. Ryan, FB711637.
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
Damn. I have some thoughts. When you risk pain or death, there's no truer sacrifice or strength. Reminds me of our link to Kreia. Combat's not the best way to communicate with others, nor a greater show of fealty. It's not the best way to communicate with others, okay?
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Telos was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
Oh, interesting. So you have a very emotional view of the Force. Revan turned on Malak, once a friend, and killed him. Malak was slain, and that is all that was said. Revan and Malak were driven only by the dark side. The Force drove Revan to do what needed to be done, and that is all. What do you think Revan was saying? I would not ascribe too much poetry to their hate and violence. Yeah. I want to ask her, though. What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
Wow. I kind of want to get her talking about that again and try another option. Let me see if I can. I think this is this one.
We had that perhaps there.
Oh shit! Now I have limited options. So you'd consider slaughter a means of expression?
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi when Telos. Yet with Revan, he spoke. I believe he was speaking.
I would not ascribe too much poetry to their hate and violence.
Poetry is wordplay that cloaks feelings in riddles. Battle speaks, and its feeling is true. Revan knew this when facing Malak and slaying him. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
Oh, interesting. The interpretation of Revan is very interesting by all different sides of the galaxy. Revan and Malak were driven only by the dark side.
But to say that seems an untruth, Based on what I know of the Jedi, the Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not?
There is.
If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true. You may ask.
Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
Okay. You should take value in yourself as well. As do all slaves. If you have no value to anyone but Atris, you have no value to me. Jesus Christ. You should take value in yourself as well.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts, the galaxy is unmade.
There's some truth in what you say. Is that your judgment of me? Are you making some comment about me turning for the Jedi Code? Do you think that I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Interesting. I think I lost myself on Malachor. Right now, the only question I'm asking myself is why I'm letting you stay. Keep your opinions to yourself or I'll make you regret them. And some other questions.
You may have. Before
this again.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and when importance is placed on the...
There's some truth in what you say. Is that your judgment of me?
If reasons of the self is why you turned away, then yes, perhaps there was a judgment there. But it was not intended as an attack. I do... You may...
What you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
I can give you something to focus your attention on. Spreads legs. You can always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
Oh my god.
No, I do not trust her.
What do you think Bree is the handmaiden cooking? Has she correctly understood what Han Solo's thought process at the end of KOTOR? Oh yeah, for sure. At cards? Look, I don't think anyone here trusts each other. You don't trust him at cards?
That too.
This is going to be a short journey if everyone's watching each other for betrayal.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris.
Oh,
Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Oh. Ooh, Beodar? Is that why Atris was siphoning power to the Telos Academy? Oh. Beodar?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power
He is
architects.
pretty skilled.
I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos. Yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders. And like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
I'm worried that our relationships, we can't even perceive them as genuine, because what if we just have some sort of weird, like, force aura that just makes people follow us rather than our genuine self? It's making me scared. Ah! Oh my god. The milking aura. Milking by proximity. Aura of milking. I don't want to talk about it, and I don't want you to ask him about it either. Whoa. It's not your concern. You'd never understand. Hidden away in your academy, listening to some... I don't know how to say this word. They've said it a lot. Because it's a Star Wars word. Maybe you'd like to explain why Atris is siphoning power to the Telos Academy. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want you asking him about it either. Interesting. Shuda?
I will respect your wishes and his. Forgive me.
Don't apologize. It was a long time ago. It's just difficult to describe to someone who wasn't there. Interesting. Don't mention it again. It's just difficult to describe to someone who wasn't there. We're all like, it feels like we have PTSD. It's weird. I mean, we do. It was a war. But like, it's something, it's even more than that. There's some weird connection. Force PTSD.
The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them.
Okay. Yeah, we're technically still on Telos. Okay. Forget it. I had some other questions. Hold on one sec. Is that why Atris was siphoning power to the Telos Academy?
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
That meditation chamber. What is she doing in there? She's running her vibrator on overtime. She needs all the energy for Telos. Oh my god. She's watching the recording of your exile in her meditation chamber, exactly.
Yes, I do.
Alright, interesting conversations. Rabbit on full blast is crazy. Yeah, it's the constant like vibration sound, and they all think it's her lightsaber, or I guess my lightsaber. But it's the Rose toy. Alright, here we fucking go. Time to disappoint Grandma. You know what? I'm gonna go pee really quick. One sec. She's watching you thrust that lightsaber into the rock non-stop. Time to disappoint Grandma, peas. Oh god. Alright, here we fucking go.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so
Oh
much
my
room.
god, Graham. As many as want to come with us and help us. Oh my god. Only as many as I need and only as many as will sacrifice themselves to me is crazy. And it's not my fault if they follow me. Or is it? Tell me, Kreia.
Is it? Perhaps you are wrong. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
Whoa. Yeah. What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Does the fact they obey me make... Oh, sorry. Does the fact they obey me upset you?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
And what about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
Kreia helping me, but Kreia tells me not to help anyone. Uh-huh. Its only purpose is to show I fear I have to agree with her if I want to go down the influence gauge route with her, which sucks. I don't want to do that. I should have disagreed with her. And my friend's not tools.
I care not which of the words you use, as long as you make use of that which you forge. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
Girl, what do you mean?
A discussion, perhaps, for another time.
Any other questions?
Ask, and I will answer.
What's wrong with your eyes? Are you a Jedi or a Sith? Did you know Atris at all? I had questions about how Revan amassed such a huge force against the Republic. Did you know Revan? Oh my god, look at all this. Holy shit. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't get any influence for that, but I wanted to do a save before I ask her a bunch of shit.
Yes? Have you... Ask.
Why don't you seem to like the handmaiden?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
I trust her. She's here to help us, and allies should stand together. She's offered to help us, so show her the same respect I show you. Could drop her off at the next planet. Perhaps we should stop talking about it and simply eliminate her. She's offered to help us, so show her the same respect I show you.
Do you think to turn her from Atris's will? If so, I hope your arrogance will prove true in time. But I will abide her presence. She may have her uses.
Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat. And as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
You're so scary. Do not see the Handmaiden as an enemy, and neither should you. Keep that in mind and watch the Handmaiden carefully. Agreed, we need every tool we can get if Atris tries anything. I'll keep that in mind. I fucking guess.
Good. That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time.
Okay, we got influence from that.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Actually, let me save again.
Yes.
Gam
Have
gam.
you come?
Let's see. More questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
What's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
Oh. Interesting. There might be a way to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must
Paul
learn to
Atreides
see
ass
crude matter for
motherfucker.
what it is before the veil is lifted.
Paul Atreides ass motherfucker.
Ask, and I will answer.
Hold on one sec. Other save.
Yes.
Yes.
Ask, and I will answer.
Okay, what are you? A Jedi or a Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it.
It's a spectrum.
Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
Yeah. That's why I feel like that's, she wants to utilize both sides of it. Pieces of a whole. Yes. What were you? There you go.
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil, they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
What? What? Kreia, you're oversharing. Holy shit. If the past is as important as you claim, then I would hear yours. Oh!
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best.
Darth Eczema! Oh shit.
But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition.
What the fuck, dude? Grandma's boyfriends.
And hunger for power.
Oh shit. Whoa. She looks so cool.
There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was cast down, stripped of my power.
Jesus.
Exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you, all my hopes rest for the future, for the Force.
Girl, I'm not gonna lie, that didn't tell me what happened. I need more than that, Kreia.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
Not the master ... and apprentice. I'm getting would you kindly vibes. Dude, what the fuck? Doesn't matter, of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher and that is enough. What were you? What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There's only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now. Learn from me my mistakes and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you. Oh, I wish the cutscene was annotated in here. Shoot. She basically said she went to somewhere. God, I need like an annotation of all that she said there. She went somewhere dark in the galaxy, not alone. She was followed by her two pupils. Right? Oh, I can watch it for the menu. Where is that again? Thank you. There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge. But I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. Yeah, makes sense. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. Yes. Okay. Okay. Got it. Interesting. Holy fuck. Okay.
Yes? Have you come with questions? Ask.
Did you know Atris at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
As she should be. Interesting. Not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be, yes. Yet I feel I know her. And what a weird, cryptic thing to say. It's nice that you just had a conversation where she told you she knew she was no leader, huh? Yeah. Well, I guess she really wasn't. She got fucking owned. What do you mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
Man. Walked her path.
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
Oh my god. We're getting so much lore from her. She did train Revan. Kreia, were you to blame? That's so funny. You trained Revan?
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any
Come on,
longer.
Granny.
Ask. What?
Kreia, were you to blame?
You have already.
Okay, bitch.
Ask.
Okay, the question is about how Revan amassed such a huge force against the Republic. Hold on, let's start with, did you know Revan?
I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely again.
Bitch.
Leave this be. Ask.
The question is about how Revan amassed such a huge force against the Republic.
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
Because he was a leader, he was a powerful presence. His little one did not believe when he spoke it with conviction. War makes bonds that cannot be denied. Let's try this number 2.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people,
that's
to
a lot.
bomb
It's
innocent
control.
worlds, to make pacts, strong
Influence.
indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly?
Because he was influenced, maybe.
The answers are few.
I came from the Sith Empire. I thought teachings of the Sith came from Korriban. Do not know. I do not care. I thought teachings of the Sith came from Korriban.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith Empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
to defend you and my allies. Let's start with that.
Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are.
Yeah, but how do I make one?
The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place.
Okay.
Very.
Can you teach me lightsaber forms?
The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms, return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience. A defensive technique, but effective. Use it if you do not wish to be hit, or with a lightsaber blade and enough skill in deflection, it is an excellent defense against blood. Others make.
Okay, I just wanted to talk to you. I thought maybe you'd like it if I talked to you more. Okay. That's all I can ask you. Okay. Let's go flirt with Atten. He clearly is in love with us already. He can't fucking help himself. Bitch said go back to Beodur, exactly. Alright, Atten. Head over heels already.
Something up?
Your penis, clearly. Some questions for you.
Alright. What did you want to know?
I can't talk to you about anything. I can only talk to you about Pazak. Do I need to do this to bond with you? What the fuck? Fuck you. Ah. Fuck you. Okay, I think I talked to everyone. I think I talked to everyone for now. So what's our next thingy? T3 found a secret hollow recording of your trial before the Jedi Council. He also discovered Atris had tracked the supposed whereabouts of the other Jedi scattered throughout the galaxy. According to her files, Master Vuk traveled to Dantooine, Korriban, Nar Shaddaa, Onderon. No telling if any of them are alive. There's a chance they know why you were exiled and know more of the Sith threat that pursues you. Alright. You gather them all, maybe you could kill them or convince them to gather on Dantooine. Interesting. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's go. Where are we headed, Captain? Wait. Where are we headed? Any recommendees? Or is there, can I only go one place next? Oh, itchy. Where should I go? Dantooine or Nar Shaddaa? Dantooine or Nar Shaddaa? Nar Shaddaa is good next one. Nar Shaddaa is good next one. I like to do Nar Shaddaa first. Dantooine first personally. Dantooine, 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 Dantooine. Order can really give different vibes. Nar Shaddaa IMO. Nar Shaddaa, Dantooine. Damn, it is like 50-50. I love Dantooine, but Nar Shaddaa is good too. Go to Minnesota. Dantooine for sure. Good to return to the ship regularly. Okay, cool. Maybe I should do Dantooine because I saw Dantooine get destroyed in KOTOR, so I'm kind of curious what happened to it now. Nar Shaddaa gives you some very important lessons. Oh. If you guys are on a poll, I'll let you guys decide where I go first between Dantooine and Nar Shaddaa. Flip a coin. They teach you calculus too on Nar Shaddaa. Benefits to both, that's why it's split. Dantooine is shorter, so it might be better first. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough as a first planet. Okay, let's go Dantooine. Yippee! Sorry if someone was making a poll. I apologize. Look, it looks like it's recovered great. Everything's fine on Dantooine. Good to be back in the Ebonhawk.
Something up?
So questions for you. Ah, you don't want to talk to me. What are we? You gotta flirt with me more if you want me to be interested in your character. Come on, romance option.
Yes?
Okay, bye.
Yes, General?
Yes, General. Do I have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. No,
Whoa.
you're still missing any emitter matrix and lens. Something else I can help you with?
Yes! Bye. Alright, let's head out. Alright, who should I bring on Dantooine? Any recommenders? Or can I just bring whoever I want? Stink McFuck. Anyone you want influence with? Well, I need to get to know Atten better. Oh, save Atten for Nar Shaddaa. Fair. I mean, I could take multiple people out for a spin. We'll bring Bayo. Maybe the Handmaiden.
Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave.
Whoa.
You have to see Administrator Adare first.
What are you talking about? What are people doing in the Enclave? Administrator Adare didn't ask for a welcoming committee. Goodbye. What are you talking about?
You're one of the salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot. But you look
Oh,
different.
her makeup's cunty. Salvagers? I don't know what you're talking about. My ship's not banged up.
Have you taken a look at your ship recently? It looks like it's been chewed up and spit out by a Wookiee. Twice.
What the
But you're
hell?
the boss. So your ship is in just great shape. You really don't look like a salvager, though. Why did you come here?
I want to visit the Enclave, but I'm not a salvager. I'm a Jedi. Just visiting. I lived here once. Whoa, we lived here once? I lived here once.
You used to live here?
I guess I did. But as much has changed since I was here. I haven't been back since I left for the Mandalorian Wars. You were a Jedi? Did all Jedi? I guess, yeah. Makes sense. I haven't been back since I left for the Mandalorian Wars.
The Jedi Enclave on Dantooine was one of the major academies for young Padawans and apprentices. Many Jedi lived here once or twice.
Really? You seem pretty well armed for a farmer. But a lot of us joined the military during the Jedi Civil War.
I know it was
This
a
is your
Jedi
first time back,
Academy.
a lot has changed. You may want to go into Kunda and
I
ask
know.
around about your family. There was a lot of movement when the Sith invaded. Hopefully everybody you knew is safe.
I just didn't know that meant I lived here. Gosh.
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment.
Was
The
Matali in
administrator
KOTOR
rebuilt
I?
it, and now
I think
this
I
is our center
remember.
of government.
This is your center of government?
I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're
Who's
very proud of
shuffling?
it.
I'd be more impressed if there weren't so many holes. Who's Administrator Adare?
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Okay. Why are there so many mercenaries here?
We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up. But after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Are mercenaries causing problems?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge.
The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Cath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Okay, who disappeared?
A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Cath hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folks seem to be more accident-prone.
Okay. Why do I need permission to enter the Enclave?
Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adare.
Okay, bye.
Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Okay. Got it, Queen.
Greetings, and good day, traveler. On behalf of the Kunda settlement, I am programmed to welcome you to Dantooine. Is there something I can do to serve you?
You're a damaged droid. What happened to you?
My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic.
Sith invasion?
Error. Memory overflow.
Oh.
Resetting. May I be of any further service to you?
No. Droid, run a self-diagnostic and report.
Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance.
Whoa. Fix the droid's memory unit.
Greetings, Jedi.
Slay.
Welcome back to Dantooine.
Let's go.
Hey, did that droid just call you a Jedi?
That's right.
A Jedi. I've got to tell the others.
Force persuade. I am not a Jedi. The droid is malfunctioning.
You are not a Jedi. The droid is malfunctioning.
I guess that's one way to win an argument. Yes, General?
Dada. Tarn.
What do you want? I don't have time for cursed salvagers.
I'm not a salvager.
Well, you don't look like a damn mercenary, and you don't smell like a stinking farmer. Why else would you be here?
Why is he talking like this? I've come to see the Enclave.
If you're not a salvager, then I don't even want to know why you'd go to the Enclave.
What do you know about it?
Nothing but rumor. They say the spirits of the angry dead haunt the ruins. On a quiet night, you can hear the ghosts howling and scraping around.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, the folks around Kunda. Go there yourself and get the details firsthand.
I did fix the droid, yeah.
Kunda
I'll talk to him
just
again.
outside the landing port.
Greetings, Jedi. May I be over?
What can you tell me about Dantooine?
Dantooine is a rural world, far removed from most galactic trade routes.
Hi, Benji.
Historically, agriculture has been Dantooine's primary industry. Since the destruction of the Jedi Enclave, salvage of the ruins has become a key area of growth for the local community.
What do you know of the ruins?
The famed ruins of the Jedi Enclave can be found northwest of the Kunda outpost. You may visit the ruins at your own risk. Zeron strongly urges salvagers to avoid the highly dangerous sublevel of the Enclave ruins.
Tell me about how the Enclave came to be ruined.
Approximately 5 years ago, the Dark Jedi Malak and his Sith fleet assaulted Dantooine. The surprise of the initial orbital bombardments prevented any resistance from the surface. The attack destroyed much of the Jedi Enclave, leaving only the sublevel partially intact. The Sith attack also concentrated heavily on some obscure ruins to the south, but the reason for this is
the Starforge ruins. What do you know of me specifically?
You are on the register as one of the Jedi who left the Enclave to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. My memory has no record of your return before now.
Is that all?
You had no direct interaction with this droid. However, I had one instance of a conversation between Masters Vrook and Vandar regarding you.
Oh my gosh, tell me more.
Beginning playback.
Oh shit.
Error. Recording partially corrupted. Resolving.
Today I caught her in a heated argument with my Padawan. Her master refuses to properly discipline. I want to know what action you intend.
Luke, I respect your wisdom, but it is not your concern.
But uncontrolled. Whatever the other Padawans see her
Oh,
do,
no.
they are quick to do the same. Other students dislike her intensely.
True. An average student of the Force, but with a unique strength. Is a natural leader.
Interesting.
I strongly disagree. Mediocre Jedi. Lust for power.
We're just a leader. We can't help it.
Furthermore,
Recording degraded. End playback. May I be of any further service to you?
Is there any work available here?
The local militia occasionally offers employment to qualified soldiers. Speak to Zeron in the Kunda outpost. Additionally, many visitors come to Kunda to explore the ruins for salvage opportunities. May I...
Local areas of interest?
The main area of interest for visitors is the Kunda outpost. There you will find the local officials who preside over the Dantooine colony. Administrator Terena Adare and militia Zeron strongly urges salvage.
Yeah, you talked about that already. Why did you call me Jedi?
My memory banks recognize you.
Yep. Okay. Why were you walking in a circle?
I am conducting my appointed rounds. May I be of...
Okay, bye.
If you will...
Ado. Oh. Why is this game switching it up on me on looting? God damn it! Suddenly it's stealing again? Give me greetings, humans. So many visitors come to Kunda. New faces arrive all the time. It is sad that all too often turmoil and strife bring humans here. Pata Ado, ecologist and xenobiologist. I await transport off this planet to rejoin my herd. I've explored much of this planet. I'm anxious to depart. What are you doing on Dantooine? I'm sent to catalog the natural resources of this planet. A fascinating planet filled with life. Many biologics. Oh. Even nature is troubled here. The ecosfere's balance has been lost. Without correction, the planet will falter in time. How can it be corrected? Difficult to say. Ecosphere forces are hard to disrupt, but sentients have terrible power. The fallen Jedi's proximity may be the root of the problem, but who can say? Something must be causing the mysterious behavior of the Kinrath. What's so unusual about the Kinrath's behavior? Kinrath are common to several worlds, where they are well known for burrowing and nesting, but here they swarm. The tunnels here appear to be the center of their anomalous behavior. Why are you anxious to leave Dantooine? Must find a way to pass time. You must go back to Telos. Taking up curious recreation known as Pazak. I do not completely understand what I was learning. They were eager to play. First of all, it's okay. Now that I enjoyed the game, no one will play. Even offered to wager rare components. Oh my god. No thank you. Not interested right now, maybe later. Oh my god, Beodur, what are you doing? Sorry, what was he saying? Nature here is troubled. The ecosphere's balance has been lost. Without correction, the planet will falter. It's difficult to say. Ecosphere forces are hard to disrupt, but sentients have terrible power. Fallen Jedi's proximity may be the... Wait, what does that mean? Sentients have terrible power. The fallen Jedi's proximity may be the root of the problem. Is he calling the Sith? I don't know what he's saying. Fallen Jedi's proximity? What is he saying? I don't understand. Whee! What do you mean impossible. I'm gonna blow this shit up. Watch this. Oops. Did it work? Yay. Ooh. Yeah, ignore this sound, everyone. Just gotta get in here real quick. Totally not stealing. Hi, Tarn.
You again. Can't you tell? I'm a mechanic. In fact, I'm the only mechanic here in Kunda. I'm responsible for maintaining everything mechanical or electrical at the Kunda outpost.
Sounds like you have a lot on your shoulders.
Yeah, sometimes it seems nothing works around here, but I don't have time to complain. Too much work to do.
Tell me, force persuade.
I tell you, between the droids, the security doors, and the gun turrets, I have my hands full.
I can be very persuasive, clearly. You have any trouble with the droids?
All of the droids in Kunda are relics from the last war. Most of them are damaged and rusted. Best I could do was get that ratchety old protocol droid over there operational so it could greet visitors. Most of the other droids are laying broken around Kunda outpost.
What's wrong with the doors?
Well, it's just one door, actually, but I could scratch my head bald before I figured out how to fix it proper. Problem is,
I could scratch my head
side
bald.
security door to Kunda was damaged in the war. Every time I try to fix it, the door either sticks open or it locks down completely. And then I have to spend a week taking it apart to get it to open or close again.
Tell me about the turrets.
The gun turrets outside the Kunda outpost are supposed to defend against potential assaults, wild critters and the like. But they only work half the time. And sometimes they get confused as to what's friend and foe. Why, just the other day, right after I repaired one of the guns, it turned on a sorry group of militiamen returning from a patrol. No casualties, but it put several of them in the med lab. And I can't seem to fix the blasted medical droid either.
You having trouble with the droids? We already talked about this.
Is
this gonna take long? Okay, bye. Fuck you. Alright, here we go. Oh, she's got level ups. Oh, Dantooine, how I missed you. Oh, Dantooine.
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
Shut the hell up, bitch.
I hope your friends and family are fine. Many soldiers that came back from the war had bad news.
Tell me about the administrator.
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attacked, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here would be mercenaries.
I think I already talked to her about all this. Hello?
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Oh. Now that you're a bit into the game, what do you think of the idea that this game is kind of post-apocalyptic? Oh, interesting. I wouldn't have called it that personally. Is it classified as such? Girl, how is your weak ass gonna capture a Jedi? Mostly, yeah, more like post-war. Yeah.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
Where's the administrator?
Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
Why does everyone think I'm a salvager?
You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary.
Okay.
The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant and Zeron, the leader of our militia. Akari is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
I need those. Okay.
Just go to the central corridor.
Okay. Sarah.
If you get into any trouble, here's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately, recent problems with the...
Okay. Recent problems like
the
what?
mercenaries cause disruptions for some of our outlying settlers. They are a constant source of friction for us. I hear the salvagers are having some internal problems too.
Okay. More detail?
No, I couldn't.
Okay, bye. I just realized I have that other outfit I'm not wearing. Holy shit, am I maxed out on light points? Jesus Christ. Already? Holy moly. Holy shit. What the shelp? This just isn't as cunty as the black robes, I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? It's fine. You know what? It's fine. Oh hey, it's the ugly ass headgear from the first game. Holy moly. Holy moly.
The salvagers keep coming here and bothering the militia. That Garvik is the worst of them.
Holy moly.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want
Shut up.
results, now that you may never get here.
Why not?
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my
I need
blaster
justice
rifle. If the
now.
administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
Whoa, what's exactly is your problem,
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong
Okay,
to the people of
sideburns.
Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment.
Salvager stole your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
Rookie mistake. Are you sure it was a salvager?
My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby. And if the mercenaries wanted it,
Imagine
they'd just
shaving
take
your
it in broad
cheeks and
daylight.
nothing else.
The closest place besides
Very
that
true.
is the salvager camp, so it has to be them. You ever met one of them? Thievery wouldn't be too far a stretch for any of them. The other day I had to take a shot at one of them. Soon someone is going to get killed, and Dantooine has enough
You're gonna
trouble
kill
without
them.
that.
Is what I'm hearing. What did they steal?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just
You already said this. Is there anything I could do to help?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look
Here
like
this
a
goes
salvager.
again.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator.
I'm not rich, but I have...
Okay. Where's the camp?
It's right next to the ruins of the Jedi Enclave.
Oh, the
Just
smell.
follow the smell. You can't miss them.
Okay.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help.
Alright, now what do you want?
A lot of people here hate Jedi. But when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Oh, that's nice of you. Whoa. Hold on. Is she kind of hot?
A visitor, please.
Well, she kind of looks like Leia.
Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the ship that just landed?
Whoa, cool hair sticks. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Booba. I forgot our name. Get this helmet off of me. I look insane. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Booba. That ship is one of the fastest things in the galaxy.
I meant no disrespect at all. It is, in fact, a remarkable vessel.
Booba
and
feet.
unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk.
Yes, it
that
is.
vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
Uh-huh. I'd prefer if you kept that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be liked here practically anywhere these days.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
Beodur just standing there muscularly. True. What do you mean by that? I'm looking for the Jedi. Could you tell me who you're talking about? Force seems to have guided me here for a reason.
Indeed, true coincidence seems very rare in the affairs of Jedi. But I should tell you, my friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years.
Let's just call him Vrook, because that's his name.
Many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important.
Literally his name.
Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
He sent for me. He said you'd fill me on the situation when I arrived. Master Vrook was here. What happened to him? Master Vrook was here. What happened to him?
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned.
Oh no.
I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
Of course. I'll make it my first priority.
We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security.
Oh no, Vrook. Anyway.
Danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
What are the dangers of the sublevel?
Like many parts of Dantooine, the
of course, Dr. Chakwas, no problem.
Infested with dangerous creatures. Large, vicious insects called Lagrex have made the sublevel
Labia?
their home.
What?
Several salvagers have reportedly been injured or killed by the Lagrex. I would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers. But Vrook has not returned.
That's because Vrook sucks ass. Okay.
I can assist you with?
Sorry, I mean, what, do people in Dantooine really hate the Jedi?
To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one. Especially since most Sith were
Volva's sister is here.
It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended.
True. Can anything be done about it? Their hatred makes it more difficult for Jedi to help them. Or can anything be done about it?
I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret.
Okay, so I shouldn't go around shouting. What can you tell me about the people of Dantooine?
Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries.
Oh my god. Not right now. Respectfully, not right now. Right. Guys, I have a headache. I'm exhausted. I'm such a little baby. I'm like, wow, I haven't even been streaming 3 hours, but I think I might need to stop for the day and continue tomorrow. Because I feel like total shit, and I feel like I'm having trouble paying attention to the lore, which I don't want to, like, I don't want to play the game when I'm struggling to internalize what's happening, because then I'm not going to appreciate it, you know? So, we will play more tomorrow. Same time, same place. I'm going to get actual rest today and take care of myself. Yeah, there was also, we got a huge lore dump, so I think my brain, like, used all of its brain juice on the lore dumps. Anyways, be back tomorrow. Have a good rest of your days. Thanks for coming and spending some time with me, even though it was only 3 hours. I appreciate it. I love this game a lot. Like, a lot. I think it's too soon to say, but, like, I could see this being over KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2. I could see myself liking KOTOR 2 more, just because of the, obviously, like, it's addressing so much of the hypocrisy of the Jedi, and like, I love that. I love the